If you've ever felt invisible, like the world walks past you without even knowing your name, this story will make you believe in your own power again. Because sometimes, it's the quietest person in the room who ends up shaking the walls. It was the kind of day that looked ordinary from the outside, sunlight filtering through the cafeteria windows, chatter echoing off walls, the clatter of trays and laughter swirling in the air. But for 16-year-old Amaya, it was just another test of survival. She sat in the farthest corner of the lunchroom, eyes on her book, sandwich untouched. Her clothes were plain, her backpack second-hand, and her voice rarely heard. She wasn't weird. She wasn't mean. She was just quiet. And for some reason, that made her a target. At Crest Hill High, silence was a weakness. And the wolves loved weak. Across the lunchroom, the queen bee of the school, Kelsey Thorne, locked eyes with her. Kelsey wasn't just popular, she was feared. A senior with a fake smile, venom behind her eyeliner, and a posse of girls who followed her like shadows. Today, she was bored. And Amaya was within reach. "Hey, silent girl," Kelsey purred, loud enough to turn heads. Amaya stiffened, but didn't respond. "You're too cute to hide in the corner. Come model for us." Laughter erupted around them. Amaya pretended not to hear. But she wasn't deaf. She heard every word. Every giggle. Every insult. Then came the shove. Kelsey's hand slammed her book off the table, pages fluttering like wings crushed mid-flight. "Oops. My bad." Amaya reached down to pick it up, heart thumping. That's when it happened. A loud rear-up. The cafeteria froze. Amaya's shirt, her only white button-up, ironed with love by her mom that morning, had been torn straight down the back. Her skin exposed. Her eyes welled up. Everyone stared. Phones were out. Snickering. Snapping pictures. One boy actually clapped. Her hands trembled as she grabbed her backpack to shield herself. She didn't cry. Not there. Not yet. The principal wasn't around. The teachers. Distracted. And in that cafeteria full of people, not one person helped her. At home, her mom noticed the tear. But Amaya lied. Said she fell. She always lied. But that night, something changed. She sat on her bed, scrolling through YouTube, looking for anything to distract her from the shame burning in her chest. Then she found it. A video titled, "From Victim to Warrior, My Self-Defense Journey." It was a girl just like her. Quiet. Bullied. Until she wasn't. Amaya watched the whole series in one night. The next morning, she signed up for a women's self-defense class at a community gym. She used the birthday money her grandmother had mailed her. It was hard. She was sore. She wanted to quit. But she didn't. Every jab, every block, every fall and rise made her stronger. And every night, she repeated to herself, "They won't break me again." When your voice has been stolen for so long, the first time you scream back, it shakes the world. And today, the quiet girl finally screamed back. 2 months passed. Amaya still wore her plain clothes. Still sat in the back of class. Still didn't speak much. But something in her eyes had shifted. She walked differently now. Straighter. Heavier footfalls. Her hands no longer curled inward. Her breath was deeper. And beneath her silence was power. Kelsey didn't notice. Not at first. To her, Amaya was still a background character. A stage prop to bully when bored. But today, boredom struck again. It was Pizza Friday, Amaya's least favorite. Too loud. Too messy. Too many people. But she stayed because she'd earned this seat at this table, even if she was alone. Kelsey approached with 2 of her minions. "Still playing Ghost, huh?" she smirked. Amaya ignored her. That was mistake number 1. Kelsey reached forward, yanked the front of her shirt and laughed. "Let's see what you're hiding today, silent girl." Another rip. But this time, she didn't flinch. Kelsey was mid-laugh when she saw it. Amaya stood up. Calmly. Quietly. Then, without warning, Amaya blocked Kelsey's hand with a smooth parry, stepped to the side, and dropped her to the ground with a shoulder throw. The cafeteria gasped. Time froze. Kelsey hit the floor with a loud thud, her smug face twisting in shock. One of the minions lunged. Amaya pivoted, twisted her wrist, and pinned her hand in a harmless lock. Stop, she said. Just one word. The girl backed off. Phones came out again, but this time, they weren't mocking. They were in awe. The assistant principal came running. Everyone started talking at once. But a teacher in the back raised her voice. I saw it. It was self-defense. That night, the video went viral, not of a girl crying in shame, but a girl rising in power. The school buzzed for days. Kelsey was suspended. Rumors flew that her parents tried to sue, but with video evidence and witness statements, Amaya was cleared. But Amaya didn't care about gossip. What mattered was this. Girls started sitting beside her at lunch. Not out of pity, but respect. A teacher asked her to lead a workshop on student safety. A counselor invited her to speak about standing up for yourself. Amaya said yes. Slowly, her voice returned, not loud or aggressive, but firm. The girl who was once invisible had become unignorable. And even though the shirt had been torn, Amaya was stitched back together stronger than ever.